And he says, if you're doing so many things, just delegate. So once I delegated and things crashed. He said, I told you to delegate, not to abdicate. So that confused me even more, so forget it. The other thing that Mr. Daniel, we were all flustered before this event, and he said, chill, cool it, why are you so flustered? So I really admire him.
Years we've been trying to do something, and you came along and you did it in one film, so that's great. Thank you very much.
This is from Mr. Mehra. I think you spoke a lot about sports, so how come the whole movie making came up? I mean, we didn't hear about the movie making from your school years, so how come suddenly this whole shift from sports to movie making, or balancing both, as you said?
I didn't know I'd end up in a director's chair and produce and write and direct films ever. It was in a journey, so I just jumped into the water and flew with it, and just still flowing. I don't know where it will take me next, but I'll still be making movies as I go along. I'm enjoying it right now. I can't see beyond that. I can't imagine my life without movies. But definitely I also know deep within that's not it. It will lead me somewhere else. Everything has its own kind of reason. So in my mindset is completely, and the stories which I tell, I try and pull them out of life. So Air Force School had the MiG-21 plane in the foyer. When they were crashing, we made Rangde Basanti. That gave us the angle for that. A bit of sports. I used to go to National Stadium, live there, go with the folklore of Milkha Singh, and knew about his life. Stayed in Lachar Nagar, which was the partition colony, and so the whole, for me, it was never the independence of India, it was the partition when it happened. So one had to tell a story of a lost childhood, of like millions like Milkha had lost their childhood during partition, during the ghetto violence of Second World War, or the Rwanda riots. So it's always the kids and the women who suffer, and how they go out and become inspirations and for generations to come. That was very, that's what moved me actually. And you find his likeness in many, like Mo Farah, Linford Christie, Tracy Sanderson. So I understood that part. My nani used to tell me Ramayana all the time. And we used to see Ram Leela from Old Delhi, Delhi 6. So I made, but she used to end up by saying, Acha Bura Tumhare Andar Hi hai. So that made me make Aks and Delhi 6. I always used to wonder, you pura Ram Ravan ki kahani suna ke, then she says they're both inside you. So they all come out of your life experiences, because you can only tell what you received. So it's always try to keep refilling that, and basically.
Thank you.
I'll just add to that. You said, what should we do? It's okay to have no talent, so there's no problem. So it's not such a worry. It's because I think for what the kid has, we haven't found the definition for that. So we try and put it in the talent wala stable. And so it's perfectly fine. And obviously there's a huge challenge today. Schools used to be, there used to be like 400 students, now there are 4,000 students, and it's not physically possible to cater to that. But out of this catharsis and this journey, something else, and these kind of forums, new things will be born and ideas will come out, where you create an environment where talent will find itself, if it were to find, or let me not say talent, whatever it is, they will find themselves. And so it's not that personally you will have to be, it's the whole thing you will have to create, where it nurtures itself and finds itself. That I think will be more important in times to come with this whole explosion of numbers anywhere and everywhere we see. And very important. I grew up, my first school, there were only 4 of us. in a class, and then it became 5, 6, and every time the class went up, the school grew up to my 8th standard till I joined Balbhat Air Force. And suddenly there were 30 students, and I thought it was a huge crowd. So yeah, I understand your challenges. So it has to be worked out what's the best way.
Yes. Oh, Christian. Okay.
Ma'am, why don't you grace us by being in the center?
My baby.
Okay.
Thank you. Would you like to share this one?
Can we have, sorry.
That's it.
Thank you. Can you just have the please you guys and just to show your work of art? Just a few.
Project Devi in Vrindavan, which will empower and transform lives of the girl child in this pet project initiative. He is Vivek Oberoi, riding high on the professional as well as the personal front.
New era of creativity in India. Through the many disciplines of creativity he excels in, he has touched millions of lives with his words, ideas, thoughts and sheer craft. His culturally rich and insightful work in the field of advertising and communication, with campaigns
Jidu tip.
I think it's a great event. I think it was lovely to be here and listen to my colleagues, my peers, Omar Qureshi, Rakesh Mehra, Prasun Joshi speak so well about education and to participate in a process with education. It was lovely to meet my first principal, my teacher from Besant Montessori School where I studied. It was a lovely, heartwarming reunion of sorts. Pleasant surprise to see her here. And I think it's so important because education is the building block of children, and children are the future of our country and the world. So I think it's important what kind of children we give to the world.
So what message would you like to give to our youth for education?
I'd like to say that education till today has been about retaining. Padho aur dimag mein rakho. I think the world is changing. It's not about retaining now. It's about applying. आज जो इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए वो 1 मिनट में आपके स्मार्टफोन पे गूगल पे आ जाता है. बट उस इन्फॉर्मेशन के साथ आप करना क्या चाहते हैं? आई थिंक बी योर ओन पर्सन. Out of the box. आपका खुद का कोई टैलेंट होगा. You must have your own personality, your own talent. Empower that. Engage with that. Don't try to be a robot. Don't try to be like everybody else. Cheers.